also got to mention this because it's like the most blatant thing in the past 24 hours.
You mean his neck?
Oh, come on. His neck. It's on the screen. It's not on the screen.
Yeah.
Come on.
There it is. Screen.
So, well, let me just explain the picture. Botched belly break his neck. Fuck you, Rich Holland, and Butch as well in the back. Whoever Pete Dunne, who we all know.
Hey, CJ.
Here's CJ now.
Can you guys hear me?
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we can.
Yep.
Okay. Loud and clear.
Cool.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just say real quick that Butch name change is one of the worst things ever.
No, it's not as bad as it could be.
Logic in that.
Oh, this is a guy who likes Triple H, so be quiet.
It could be worse.
Oh, here we go. Triple H lovers in the house.
Oh, and I don't have enough VC to buy Triple H on the game yet.
Ha!
I've got the season pass, so I don't need to. Anyway,
I'm gotta finish this match before I start like looking at the stream because I'm in the middle of a no holds barred match. Brock Lesnar.
Game's open on the thing, and I've got it hooked up to my computer so I can go back and forth through the game.
God.
If the technical difficulties, I'll turn it off, but just to give it a shot.
What's
got to acknowledge this.
Guess what they've just announced? MGK is going to be in there. Logan Paul's going to be in there. Two of the most hated people, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So you wonder why I don't want to buy the game. Well, that's why it's put me off big time. But after watching it, seeing stuff, I'm thinking about getting it. But just don't tell Muppet Man in top corner that.
Well, here's an idea too. What you could do is you could get the game, right? And then, be whoever you want and just beat the shit out of MGK, bro. Beat him up.
True.
And then after you beat him up, you never have to play with him ever again.
True.
And then same with Logan Paul too. Why not?
But you can ask Louis, you can ask Baz. Baz, sort your headset out, so right? And my man is there with the AEW title in background. Perfection.
Yep. You know it.
Right. Let's talk about the entrance.
Perfect.
Let's talk about entrances. So here's a entrance there. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, it looks like he's coming down that Royal Rumble, if you ask me.
Aye. Cool.
It just looks realistic. Barring, what's his face? Edge's 17 bloody abs.
Right, I'll just show you an entrance because I've been able to get it off. Music's turned off. I'm allowed to show this, so I shouldn't get done for copyright. If I am, dispute it. This is Cena's entrance, right?
I kind of guess that.
I can't see it, honestly. I just see a camera moving around. I don't see John Cena.
There, you see John Cena there.
I don't see him. I just see his nameplate.
Oh, fuck off for your stupid pun. Fuck off. You do that every time.
Did you think you could put John Cena on screen without me making that joke?
I mean, how did he fall for it? That's the thing. Even I knew I was going to make that joke. I was going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But Minibuzz got in there before me and Louis fell for it. I mean, damn, son.
Well,
yeah, it looks good. It looks realistic. I'll give you that.
I wouldn't.
If I may, I just want to say one thing. So far, I mean, Louis, the game has been out since the 8th, if you got the deluxe edition or the NWO. And I've, aside from one day when I had to go to work and then I was busy after work, besides one day, I've been playing this game ever since. And let me just say, going to the graphics of the entrances look like some of the best graphically that the WWE has ever made in a game before. And I actually really agree. I really like that. I really appreciate that. But at the same time, going to what Banter was saying about how like Goldberg's eyes. So when people have done their entrances, it's like, you know, you could kind of tell, you know, it's definitely Goldberg, but you know, they always look a little off. And the thing that helps me, I guess, roll with that is just that it's a game. Because a game, you'll never make it like 100%. You know what I mean? I mean,
oh
of
yeah,
course, we can
no,
always
I'm just
nitpick.
being,
No,
I'm just,
right, no,
you know, I'm just
right,
being
no,
nitpicky.
I get that. Right. We can all nitpick and for sure, but I think being completely honest, graphically, this is some of the best gaming I've ever seen. And the entrances are great. Like Matt Riddle when he's doing his entrance, the way he looks kind of looks a little off. Like when he starts turning, you know, it looks a little off a little bit, but it's better than anything he's been in the past few games. And I think it's great. I really do. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Again,
but I agree with what Simon's been saying too. Totally agree.
I'm just being a nitpicky little bugger because I haven't got the game. I'm slightly jealous because the graphics look amazing. And yeah, I will admit it. I'm like ripping the crap out of it purely because of MGK and Logan Paul aspect.
Right.
But the game itself looks... Yeah, but I don't mind Mr. T.
Well, he's a playable character soon, so...
And if you bought the NWO version, you've got Hulk Hogan or Hollywood Hogan, and you've got the... What's it? You've got the WrestleMania match again.
WrestleMania, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you've got to think of it like that. But me, personally, from what I've seen, I've watched Louis stream, I've watched a couple on Twitch as well. The game looks absolutely banging. And I mean, it looks brilliant.
Yeah.
The only things what I've seen what's wrong with the game, and it's a few things, and I mentioned it to Louis previously, is they should give you options. Like Louis, when using the 95 Undertaker, for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were versing Bret Hart. Now, that is that era of wrestling, if that makes sense, right? So, why isn't there an option where the commentators of that era? Yeah. That's the only thing I'm nitpicking. Honestly, that's the only thing I can seriously get me behind, like pulling the game down, is why isn't the options of different announcers? Because I'm not being funny, I don't like Corey Graves best of times, but if I have to listen to him commentate my match for however minutes it is, and I'm playing constantly, I'm going to get so wound up. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I will honestly pull down is the commentator options. Like, I know JR's with AEW, and I respect that. That's the only reason why he won't have been in it, if that makes sense.
Right.
Point on that. They did cut Jim Ross from the Undertaker's promo for the Hall of Fame.
So there you go. That's just being petty.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, as a wrestling fan, growing up watching WWE, you would not have been entertained. Some of the lines that Jim Ross came out whilst, oh my God,
he's broken his
killed him. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. That is pinnacle of wrestling, in my opinion. That's just being petty because he's with AEW. I'm sorry, but come on.
See, that's something that's always kind of been on. Yes, hi, that is me. What's up, FBW? But that's something too that's always been on my mind, Simon, is for the showcase for Rey Mysterio. I've gotten about halfway through that, by the way.
I haven't played it yet.
Before I get to that, it's actually
really
pretty it's hard. It really does. I mean, the first couple are really easy, but I got to the Kane match. There's a match with Kane.
Oh yeah, I know. I've got
pretty difficult. Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
But getting off topic here, going back to what you're saying, when they do that showcase, and I know it's for legal reasons, but I don't want to listen to Michael Cole and Corey Graves commentate for Halloween Havoc 97 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly. It doesn't make sense, does it?
Before we came on there, I've just played a match of Razor Ramon and Bret Hart SummerSlam 90 something for the Intercontinental title. Michael Cole, Corey Graves commentating that. It just ruins it. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah.
So, right, my thing is, right, why didn't someone like Steph just try and convince her dad to let Jim Ross come and do a bit of line work? Or, you know what I mean? I know it's this AEW versus WWE and like taking each other's wrestling. None of that crap. It's for the fans.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And the fans demand it be more realistic than ever, which they have got on point with the graphics. They've got on point with the fights. The play looks amazing. The playthrough, what I've seen, it all is ticking the right boxes. But like you've just said, Halloween Havoc, 97.
Yeah.
Corey Graves wasn't even out of his mum in 97. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being disrespectful there. I'm just saying.
We're talking about Michael Cole. We're talking about Corey Graves. We've got no Pat McAfee. We've got no Jimmy Smith.
I really want Pat to be in the game. That's what I wanted.
We want Pat to be in the game. He had an interview with Vince McMahon, for God's sake, on his show.
That's what I mean.
I think maybe the reason why Pat's not on there yet is just because maybe they made the game a little early.
Yeah, it was Captain
So maybe next year. I'm hoping.
Yeah, hopefully next year. Now I've got
a little off. It's a little off topic, but Pat McAfee is a really nice guy. By the way, I've met him like twice.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's
glad
really
he's nice. No, glad he's nice.
Right, and there's one of Bobby Lashley.
Bobby.
I mean, it's not a very good one, but
I'm not being funny, but that just looks like it's on the screen where he's going like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ain't actually on the ramp yet. That's what it looks like.
I had a Royal Rumble going on in the background, you know, and Mansoor just won the whole fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like WWE booking right there.
Oh yeah, if it was in Saudi Arabia, oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But by the way, actually getting on that real quick, if you don't mind, the Royal Rumble in this game is like 100 times better than it has been in the last 4 games.
Yep.
It's actually fun to play.
Yeah, it's more challenging.
I've got one criticism. I might as well talk about the gameplay now. One criticism: the Money in the Bank ladder match, 6-man. My criticism with that. It goes on for far too long. It was like I was doing it on stream. It was nearly an hour with this stupid mini game, you know, like in the old games when it was like Xbox 360. You'd climb a ladder. It's like reach, and then pull. And I thought that was better than the stupid. You know, you got to get the little dots in the little thing. Just goes on forever. You get constantly tossed over the top rope to the outside.
Constantly downed. That's all I saw was Brock Lesnar down at the side of the ring for a good 20 minutes most of the match.
Not mate. The gameplay is harder this year,
weren't you?
Yeah, gameplay is a bit harder this year. There's so many different things, right?
Yeah.
Here's the controls.
On a proper console, look at that.
A proper console. I don't really like the way you pin in this game. I wish you'd still hit B. I don't like messing around with the I disagree with that. I think pin's good this year because when you do a move and you flick the stick either way, it's like if you flick it to the right, he's gonna roll to his right and pin the guy, or roll to his left. You know what I mean? But you could just use the left thumbstick and hit B. I don't know. It's just, I think it's easier.
You're a beginner.
It's easier for a returning player.
No. Listen, I totally agree with Mini Baz on this. Because if for instance, if I've got the game tomorrow, right, I jump straight into the first game without looking at any of the buttons, which most people do, don't they? Right. If it's a game what you've played before, you think, oh yeah, it's same. Jump in. I'm trying to go for a pin. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm pressing B like crazy, thinking, right, I'm going to pin him here because I've knocked him out or whatever.
Yeah.
But I can't get a pin.
Well,
Wrestle Championship.
So have
banging drink.
I got rid of Roman.
So, you guys don't drink?
Oh, hold on. Wait, there you go, just so you can see it properly. CJ?
I haven't drunk that yet.
I know Tyson Fury had a drink.
Yeah, it's brought out 4 energy drinks and it's absolutely tasty as hell, especially the black and blue raspberry and their energy drinks.
I'll have to give that a try. I'll have to find one.
Back in 95 when Taker were about. Why didn't he just do a load of lines? It would be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a little bit of gameplay there, but you get the idea.
I am so sorry if I butcher your name, but hello, Hassam.
Oh God, I never heard commenting. Hamza
Right.
Drizzy.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to the stream.
Thanks for tuning in. Right, here's just a screenshot of gameplay.
Hey,
so camera
this
angle.
one's for you. Lou.
Your live is fantastic, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That camera angle. I love the new camera angle. Much better than 2019, 18, 17.
Yeah.
Totally.
Agreed.
Like I said, this game is perfect, barring the commentators.
Yes. And MGK and Logan Paul and
Well, obviously, but
2K has been on with the Paul brothers because NBA 2K22, they had Jake Paul involved, and now the Wwe 22, they got Logan Paul, and it's like, man, they're just getting all the fame that they want to now.
They're getting anything and everything out there these days.
Fortunately. And now
That's
Logan's
why-
wrestling at WrestleMania.
And can I just blame
And-
one person for this?
Who?
And I'm speaking to you, Louis, because you went to see him 2 weeks ago. KSI is to blame for the Logan Paul and other one, you jackass.
I hate that Logan Paul is wrestling at WrestleMania because that is a spot that someone could come up from NXT and have a moment. That is a spot where
That's a good
someone
point.
who hasn't had their moment could wrestle.
It's
Not only
That's
that,
And
bringing-
get taken up by someone who's going to have a match and then come back next year and probably have another match.
Yep,
It's Celebrity
Hashtag
Mania this year. That's what it is.
Celebrity Mania.
yep.
Pat McAfee's wrestling.
Madison,
Johnny
and
Knoxville's
fucking
wrestling.
Johnny Knoxville.
And
Logan
Well, I don't
Paul.
mind-
Logan Paul.
I don't mind Pat McAfee wrestling because it's
I don't mind Johnny Knoxville either.
Yeah, because it's not for the IC title anymore. I would not have enjoyed it if Sammy was going to carry the IC title to Mania, and then Knoxville was going to win the title, but he dropped it to Ricochet, and now
David Arquette vibes.
yeah,
Yep.
now I don't have a problem with it.
Which, by the way, let me just say, David Arquette is actually not a bad wrestler. He's actually, I think, a couple years ago, he was on the independent scene,
Yep,
killing it. But
I've seen some
As
of his
WCW
matches as
champions
well.
and all
It was quite good as well, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, but when he first won that WCW title back in the day, it was like, no, why have you just done that? You've spoiled your own show there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
dumb.
give him where credit's due. He can actually wrestle, just like that. Who was it? That French DJ or something? Bad Bunny.
Oh, Bad
I
Bunny.
mean,
Bunny.
Wow. As a celebrity wrestler, just come out of nowhere just to have one match. The man give it his all, and he fucking
The
destroyed
one
it.
spot.
Yep.
The one spot I remember from last year, the Canadian Destroyer on the outside.
Destroyer.
I didn't expect him to pull that off. Didn't
I
expect
mean,
it.
Yeah.
Props
I
to
think
the
Bad
guy.
Bunny is probably, if he's not the best, he's probably he's in the top 2, top 3 of the best celebrity wrestlers.
Yes.
Definitely.
all
It's
of
better
wrestling.
than Snoop Dogg's botched frog splash on AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Snoop Dogg, did it? It was going for
He
the
can't
middle
wrestle.
one.
He's probably high half the time anyway.
It was so high,
Yeah.
he wasn't focused. He couldn't see which one it was, so he just went, "Oh, fuck it, I'll go for this one."
Yeah.
That's all that
Right,
was.
let's-
That was really, really cool. That.
Yeah.
Right,
Right,
who's
let's talk about-
Mike's doing that?
It's not mine. Showcase. This screenshot, if you showed me the screenshot of this,
Fuck
when
off!
the actual
That's not a
match is
screenshot.
held, that's the graphics in the game.
That looks so realistic. I honestly
That's what I'm
thought
saying.
that's from an actual event.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's in the game.
Yeah, it's on the Xbox version, not the PlayStation 5 version.
Oh,
That was a very actually hard match to play. Let me just say.
It was.
I mean, like it's not like difficult to where you can't, obviously beat it, but I had to do it. I think 3-4 times just to get past that level, man.
Yeah, it was difficult.
Definitely.
I like.
What do you mean go and do it and do first time?
I like the addition of a stop sign as a weapon.
Right.
Oh yeah, the shovel.
Yeah,
I think.
and a hockey stick.
And a hockey
It
stick.
definitely. That's a cool thing too. Is like if you guys ever want to, something that I do. If you ever wanted to create your own arena and make it look like like a backyard wrestling, with those weapons in there, it really, really feels just like that.
Yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
See, one of my favorite things about wrestling when growing up was hardcore matches, as in like proper hardcore matches. That's why I loved ECW.
You got the wrong console.
But you can.
No, it's only compatible with Community Creations.
Have they not got crossplay?
It's not crossplay yet.
Is it not crossplay enabled? Because if they're missing out big time. Because
crossplay Community Creations.
I know like I know we take piss out. I know we take piss out of Fortnite and that, but my mates on PC, my mates on PlayStations, we all used to squad up, and I'm on the Xbox. We all squadded up, and you know what I mean. That's one of the best things Fortnite's ever done is get everyone to go cross-platform.
Yeah, I play
but at
on
the
Xbox,
same time,
I play with my cousin on Switch.
But at the same time, it's the worst thing they've ever done because if you put, for instance, on Call of Duty games, you put PC players in against a PlayStation or an Xbox user, they absolutely annihilate you because they've got a faster refresh rate.
Wait, can anyone hear the music coming up?
The GM mode is.
Yeah, we nearly forgot about that.
How can you forget about that? That's the most exciting bit for me, I think.
It's simple.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Maybe next year, seeing that they're still with 2K, maybe it'll be better.
What they should do is they should take everything that's good with my GM and everything that's good with the universe mode and
put them together.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Universe mode is good.
Yeah, universe mode is
I agree with that. I've been playing
that's what I've been playing almost all this time is universe mode.
So I've got to ask then, GM modes from previous editions, would you rather have that edition to this one?
Well, I haven't played GM mode yet, so I can't comment on that.
I can't comment because I haven't. This is the only general manager mode I've ever played. I haven't played anything else.
I've played the previous one.
The GM modes and the other ones are 100 times better.
Right, that's all I needed to know. See,
I also think it's limited.
I was a bit worried.
I'm not saying the GM mode sucks. It doesn't suck. It's good, but it's like if you've never played my GM mode, this is a good step for you to learn what it is. But if you have played my GM mode in the past, you have all these expectations, and you're just going to feel very disappointed.
See, that's another reason why I didn't buy until after the fact, because look, one's in the house now, look. Because I absolutely loved GM modes in previous ones.
Right.
So I wanted to find out how it was in this one. Because
ECW.
Yeah.
Right. Have you played AEW GM mode, the mobile game?
No, I haven't.
I signed up for like the beta testing, and then I never got it.
I was gonna ask if it was between this GM mode on this game compared to the mobile one, which would you take? But because no one's played it, then
from what I've seen, I've seen people do gameplay of it.
You played GM mode.
I've actually played it. I've got it on my phone.
But you can't compare it to this.
I'm just seeing anyone else.
But I can't compare it to this because I haven't got this game. Yeah. But you're like, since no one's played it, I have played it. I love it. I play it quite often.
I've played the game as well. I also play a game called Wrestle Deck as well, which is not super card.
Wait, back up. What
it's
did you just say?
Wrestle Deck.
Right.
Oh,
See,
Not
even
Wrestle
Mini
Dick.
Baz,
Hey,
okay.
Never
even
mind.
Mini Baz and CJ thought you said dick, so don't even go there.
Yeah.
Wrestle Deck, right? Is there anything else we need to comment on?
Yeah, why isn't CJ in the 3D Def Job Twitter feed?
The what?
What, the group chat?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
there's a
not.
group chat? You mean
I
like the
didn't-
Discord?
You're in the
No.
group chat, Baz. Mini Baz.
You're
You're in
in-
the group chat on Twitter.
Oh my god, you are so
Wait, I am?
So thick.
Mini Baz.
Yes,
you
you
are so
are.
frustrating, son. You were talking to me on the other day.
No, I was just. Wait, I thought that we were just
Well,
like
three-
tweeting back and forth. I didn't know we were in a group chat.
There's 4 people in the group chat. Me, Simon, Tommy, and Laquan.
Yeah. So
Okay.
why CG not in? Hey, Laquan, did you let fireworks off today like you did against Town? Eh? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'll do it later. Forest, I don't
CJ.
really care about Forest.
Get into us 3D Death Drop. You'll love it because I send all the best pictures in there.
Oh, no, you don't. You send pictures of Jordan Grace all day.
I mean,
And Rhea
would you
Ripley and
like
Becky
your
Lynch.
cheeks are?
Fuck off. Anyway, I think we've went through everything. Is there any negatives about the game that we haven't
Yes.
talked about?
You haven't played,
Go on.
so shut up,
Oh.
Simon.
Excuse me, I've
Actually-
watched a lot, so shut up, Mini Baz. Yeah,
Actually, got
shut it.
one thing before we get to the negatives. I gotta say the menu, like the when you're picking your wrestlers, right? It actually
Yeah.
shows the real picture of them, not like what they look like in the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
I like that. I like that so much better.
That little tweak is so much better.
And they're doing their, like Roman Reigns is like this, and someone else is like this. They're not all standing in the same position, all cartoony. I don't like that.
And I
Yep.
really like that people were saying then your creator wrestlers are gonna look horrible, but you can import your custom render image.
Right.
So like I've imported a custom CM Punk render image, and now it fits in with the rest of the roster.
Right.
Yeah, but CM Punk's not a WWE.
Yeah, but I just took his 2K15 render.
What else what was I going to say?
I've got one negative, that this photo's not on the front cover.
Yeah, it's a bit rotten.
I know,
like
it really should have been.
JR to do the thing, just have someone from that era commentate. And
If we are talking commentators, we also have to mention ring announcers, Howard Finkel, unfortunately, who's passed away. So,
Right.
what
they
about
could just
Lillian
take
Garcia
audio.
or
Lillian
Oh yeah,
Garcia,
don't
just
they
take
still
audio
have the
parts.
same ring announcer in the game who got fired?
yeah?
Yes, but they don't show his face.
That's what I thought. Right.
They just show him from the back, so you don't know who it is. I think it's just a generic ring announcer. I couldn't recognize that was Greg Hamilton.
I forget what his name is who announces for AEW, but he was the best.
Justin Roberts.
Yeah, he was the best in the PG era. Of the PG
I
era.
agree.
I think
The
of
way
all
he
time,
had,
he's probably top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
He's
say
I don't
probably
know,
number 2.
I quite like Lillian Garcia.
I like Lillian as well.
Yep. Right.
And that's purely because she was used to sing as well. I found that
Yeah.
she has a
Apart from Gillian Hall. Do you remember Gillian Hall?
Oh.
Don't even.
So,
on that note, we've just come to a perfect conclusion on that, to be honest. There isn't many negatives. All it negatives is legend wrestlers or legendary wrestlers, as the class has, like Undertaker 95, Undertaker, needing older commentators and older ring announcers. That's all they need. That's all it needs to make it the perfect game.
What would you rate it out of 5?
Obviously, they need to
10.
tweak a few, in-game things you guys have mentioned.
Let's answer the question that the whole thing of this is: should you buy the game? And out of 5, what would you rate it?
I'd give it about a 4.5 4.5. You know.
Right.
Okay.
I give it a 4 out of 5 because there's room to grow.
I'd give 4 out of
Like-
5.
Like with GM mode, there's still room to go, so that's not a perfect score.
Yeah,
And I would say yes, you should buy it if you liked.
Nothing's a
if
perfect
you-
10.
If you liked any of the previous games, you're going to like this game because this is 100 times better.
you should
Well, if you
definitely
don't
buy
like-
the game if you want to beat up MGK or Logan Paul.
Oh, you gotta buy the
Mr.
DLC. You gotta buy the
You
DLC
should-
if you want to beat them up.
CJ,
I've
you've
got
just
the
gone,
season
pass.
you've literally gone and ruined what I was going to say, by the way.
Oh shit!
No, but if you don't like this game, then I'd recommend you buy this game.
Right.
I really
I-
like that the menu does not blind you like 2K19. Like I turned this
well,
game on at like 2 a.m. last night, and if I would have done that with 2K19, I'd be blind and I wouldn't be able to see the stream.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. You guys did all your scores. I was going to say a minus 4.5 because of the stupid DLC with Logan Paul and then GK. And then CJ went and said, well, if you really want to just beat the living shit out of MGK or Logan Paul, buy the game. I'm like, for fuck's sake, no.
I'm really excited for a Rob Van Dam DLC.
But no,
I just
overall,
wanna beat
from
the
what I've
Goofy
seen, so do I, to be fair.
I want to be a MAGA.
As
Oh,
number,
yeah, the
I
manga.
do like that
Undertaker-
Omaga's coming back. It's
Yeah.
I think they've got to get that perfect though.
Yeah.
Same with you, Kazona. You know, if you're going to bring wrestlers
You
back
don't want
from
them
the
too
dead,
big, you don't want them too little.
you need them
Right.
perfect. You can't just fucking bring them back as a computerized version of them
right.
and then fuck it up.
Yep.
You've got to keep the memory of them, if that makes sense.
Big Vis. I would, if they put Big Vis in the game.
I would love Big Vis to come back as well. You know, something. I know this is going to
Chris
sound
Benoit.
really weird, but hey, definitely. No, right. I know it's a forbidden thing to say about Chris Benoit being a, you know, whatever,
Oh,
because of
yeah.
what happened.
Right,
But
right.
what a fucking wrestler he actually was.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, the man was so technically gifted.
Yeah.
And only thing what's talked about Benoit is what happened afterwards,
Right.
which
He's
is
like Daniel Bryan
understandable.
on crack.
But
Yeah. Jeff Hardy, TNA.
Yeah.
I don't know why I put that
perfect.
like.
He was
Yeah.
a perfect wrestler.
I
And
always-
because of what happened, it never gets mentioned. So I know I take the piss and say I'm looking for Benoit in Thunderdome. I'm, you know, trying to bring him
It's
into
part of the meme.
conversation.
It's the meme.
Yeah. But honestly, what a technically gifted wrestler he actually was.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Can we just give him props for that? And
Yes.
I know they won't
First-
bring him into the game, but it would be fucking brilliant if they did.
If he wouldn't have murdered his family, he probably would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Front of his class.
Yeah,
Now,
I
have an
always say,
unpopular
Well, no,
opinion.
because
I
I
always say
think
from a wrestling standpoint, an amazing wrestler. Anything else, just horrible.
I
Without the
think
politics. he's
well
good.
about the politics, he was one of the better wrestlers. He was, dare I say it, one of the greatest of all time.
Yep.
He were up there with Eddie. He's up there
He'd
with
be like in the Mount
Undertaker.
Rushmore.
Right.
He'd definitely be on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. If it wasn't for what happened outside of the ring
Yeah.
and what he did, he'd definitely
Yeah.
be up there.
Yeah.
And
I think he could
Um,
probably still be going today.
Would you
No.
consider him more of a
I think
WCW guy though, or a WWE guy?
now that's a very, very good question.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, just for that question alone, well played, because I can't answer that.
I can't either.
You're right.
Because I
honestly, don't-
absolutely loved him in WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no,
When he
let's
won
get
the Royal
technical.
Rumble.
It was WWF back then.
And they got the F out.
But no, I loved him in WWF. When he were on WCW, he was fantastic. I mean, all them what came across from, pardon me, I keep burping. Sorry. all them what came across from WCW, Rings of Saturn. What's he called?
I know you're talking about. I can't think of it.
Yeah, bald fella. He were brilliant.
Right.
Only one what didn't make it out of them, I think, was Dan Malenko.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Warwick Dan Malenko. I don't know his name. Out of them lot, what were in WCW, which worked in WCW, may I just add, it worked perfectly. But once the transition to WWE, it didn't quite work out for them all.
Right.
But it clearly showed that Eddie and Chris Benoit was the better two.
Perry Saturn.
Perry, that's it. Perry Saturn.
Yep.
That
trash
faction,
in WWE. Trash in WWE.
To be fair, giving him the storyline of him making out with a mop. I mean,
but you see that. Mae Young did give birth to a hand for Mark Henry.
Yeah,
that happened.
I mean, even CJ's baby could have fucking just gone like that, and it would have fallen through. So,
Mini Bass for him as well.
But I hate
that's
to cut
too much of a high order for CJ.
Guys,
for Mini Bass, sorry.
I hate to cut this short for myself, but it's time for me to go. I gotta go get some stuff done and whatever.
That's fine.
Appreciated this. It's awesome coming back here to
Dude, come back every week.
You guys are great. Mini Buzz, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yo, CJ.
I'll see you again sometime.
I'll say it because Lou is a Sunderland fan and they don't like saying thank you. I'll say it anyway. Thanks for coming on. Please come back again next week, same time next week if you can.
Sure.
And see you later. Take care.
All right. Thanks,
guys.
Thanks
for coming on.
See y'all later.
See you later.
Hey, Simon.
I just watched it today. I just went back and watched some old stuff. Anyway, if you are enjoying the show, please hit the subscribe button. It's much appreciated. If you like if you want to be a member, 99p membership, win some prizes. Members only prizes is be much appreciated. Supporting a great charity called Sports Trader, who help underprivileged children and kids get clothing, equipment, etc. So all the money goes to Sports Trader and it's much appreciated. Subscribe to the World of Sport and LBYW Backstage. PCL. That is CJ. Thanks, CJ, for coming on. It was much appreciated. Come back next week.
Yeah, thanks,
Come back next week.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we've had a good actual conversation this time, whereas all we normally do is just rip the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
So I appreciate CJ being here. It's been different. It's been a good chat. So yeah, please come back if you're listening. You know, although we do take mick out of Mini Baz and we do have a bit of banter. Don't get me wrong. Our trio is good. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
But with CJ there with the mix and coming in and having a bit of banter himself, it's been good. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. I have a question.